Alright, what's going on everyone? It's Picky Choco, and in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about some exciting new news, so I'll just mention some of those quickly. So a new info on all upcoming changes that might happen in version 2.2 and later, which if improved and added might turn out to be game changing and also help in enhancing the experience and playability of all the users, new SUMERU info, and some possible hopes for the rewards of anniversary, about which I'm still a little bit hopeful and might sound stretchy. So tons of interesting news, but before we get into that, I just want to ask if you want to enter the 2 blessings giveaway. It's the topmost link in the description, and make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss on any latest news and stuff related to Genshin like this. Alright, without any further ado, let's get into the video right now. Boom! So 2.0 and 2.1 had some promising content, and players really loved and enjoyed the new islands, gameplay, and of course the characters. Well, not really, but 2.2 might be a great opportunity to add something more meaningful, and these gradual changes might overall improve the experience and fill up the gaps that the players found a bit of confusing and annoying since the beginning. So following are the things that should get upgrades or changes at one point of time, and we expect it to be 2.2 or 2.2 plus. So first is the standard banner. Now let's be honest, but standard banners right now are kind of in a dead situation because of the characters that have been quite repetitive from the version 1.0. So some variations might be introduced that might give players a chance to roll and also enjoy the new characters. So right now there are 2 possibilities that might be added to the standard banner to make it more interactive. So the careful addition of rerun characters in standard banner would prove to be an absolute boon to all the players, and especially those ones who have missed their chances or have just now started their journey. So addition of these characters after their rerun cycle in the limited banner would be a good idea. Secondly, the banner cycling might also help a lot of players. Now by this, I mean increasing chances of a specific set of 4-star characters and maybe changing them monthly, bi-monthly, or make the rotation similar to the limited banner, which might eventually result in the standard banners being one of the best and F2P friendlies. Now talking about the skins, I know this is kind of a less emphasized feature, but a decent chunk of community still wants that, considering one thought into account that not every 4-star character might get a skin initially, but at least to the limited 5 stars, and especially the Archons, is much awaited by the fan base. Now talking about their redeemability, these special skins, if by any chance becomes Primogems redeemable, it would be one of the best changes, and players might start investing in those skins given that they have some special animation and visual effects. Now talking about the third and the most important one, the reruns and the proper balancing of the new meta shift. Firstly, we'll talk about the reruns and then include meta shift with chunk of SUMERU info. So reruns right now are pretty much anticipated and expected by the players, assuming that there might be less of focus on Inazuma after 2.2, which might be shifted on to the Chasm and Dendro, which is by the way next city after all of this. So reruns obviously might be one of the best chances for all players to redeem the characters having capabilities of top DPS and good synergies, but these reruns might be problematic if there's no proper balance and information on the shifting of new metas according to the new regions and the spiral abyss. So this is the point that I would like to get into. So right now, after experiencing Inazuma, many players are witnessing a drastic change in the character lineups by the introduction of Kokumi, who's well built and an absolute meta for the current spiral abyss, where the top DPS characters like Hu Tao are pretty much helpless, and this situation is pretty much similar to the release of Zhongli, where shield units were considered to be normal and the new metas. So obviously by the release of more new regions like SUMERU, MiHoYo will of course try to push the characters by making them more strong and meta, and might want you to consider and invest in those rather than continuing with your current kit, which might be a bit no-no to the long existing players just because of the time and effort that they have spent in building and improving the character and making them capable of meta level. So instead of making a complete shift towards the new characters, an introduction of proper balance might serve its purpose and will also help players in making some unique combinations rather than being dependent completely on the new banners and characters that are yet to arrive. Now talking about SUMERU, the most important thing apart from the meta shift is the introduction of new Dendro element and some iconic characters like Baizu, Yao Yao, and of course Lord Kusanali, who might be our new Dendro Archon. And apart from all of this, the most most exciting thing for me is the Dendro reactions and the way with how a unique and powerful character like Sino will be introduced to the players. Now moving on to anniversary rewards, I might be a bit late, but yeah, I am in a bit of confused state. I mean, as for expectations, just hoped for all the players to get at least 5 or 10 fates, but these rewards and all of them being gacha is kind of a bummer for me, and I hope MiHoYo is considering all the players' feedback and frustrations, and I'm still a bit of hopeful that considering all of this, they might change the rewards. Now I'm being a bit of stretchy, but an introduction of a universal constellation for all the players to upgrade the characters that they already have might be one of the best idea. This might be a little copium, but I'm still having a little hope left. So yeah, that's basically it for today's video. Just thought I'll update y'all on the latest news and some big upcoming changes that might be evident in the upcoming patches. So I hope you enjoyed the video, so make sure to subscribe to not miss on any latest news and stuff like this. As always, I'll see y'all in the next video with some interesting news. Until then, stay safe and stay picky.